The 2012 hit Gangnam Style was the first YouTube video to reach 1 billion views. It turned the Korean rapper Psy into a worldwide star. But since the words are in Korean, few people actually know what he's even rapping about. Even the music video seems confusing. Well, allow us to clear up the confusion as we examine the real story behind the song, Gangnam Style, by the Korean rapper Psy.
Songs are like timestamps through your journey in life. They can remind you of exactly where you were, what you were doing, and who you were with. The good times that you want to remember, and the bad ones you'd rather forget. But every song has its own unique story that inspired the songwriter and moved him to share their experience with us. In this video, we will follow the songwriters on their journey and discover the real story behind the song.
Gangnam Style is a hugely popular K-pop song. K-pop, by the way, is the Korean version of pop music. Simply put, it's music that's popular in Korea. The song was a major hit for a South Korean rapper who goes by the stage name, Psy, which is short for Psycho. According to Psy, whose real name is Park Jae-sang, his inspiration came from hip-hop artists like Tupac, Notorious B.I.G., Dr. Dre, Eminem, and Snoop Dogg. Both the song and the award-winning music video went viral in August 2012. It was the first YouTube video to reach 1 billion views. The song peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. Since the song was mostly played online, it never reached number 1 because Billboard didn't count YouTube plays towards chart placement back in 2012. The only other Asian song to do well in the US was the 1963 hit, Sukiyaki, by Kyo Sakamoto. Gangnam Style had become so popular that the phrase, "Open Gangnam Style," was entered into the Yale Book of Quotations as one of the most famous quotes of 2012. But what exactly does the phrase mean and what is the song about? While the song is sung in Korean, the music video pretty much tells the story. The song is about the very affluent local district of Gangnam, in the city of Seoul, South Korea. Gangnam refers to the area south of the Han River. It's known as the new young money district of the country. It's perhaps similar to the term, yuppie, that was once used in the United States. Yuppies were the young, urban professionals of the 1980s. They were the affluent city dwellers who drove expensive cars and had lots of money to spend. In the song and video, Psy is mocking the people who are spending their money to look wealthy or trendy like the affluent people in Gangnam. They want to look upper class even though they have not made it yet. These people live by the code, fake it before you make it. While this behavior is common around the world, buying status has become part of the culture in Korea. Throughout the song, Psy repeats the phrase, "Oppa" as Gangnam Style. Let's break it down. From what we've been able to gather, "Open Gangnam Style" literally means, older brother has Gangnam Style. Older brother or oppen in the Korean language is a common phrase that can refer to a close male friend or even a boyfriend. So it's actually an affectionate term that Korean women may use when referring to older boys they are very close to. Perhaps it's similar to the way some American women use big daddy and brother. Or how Latina women use the expression papi. And probably the same way kuya is used in the Philippines. Since the Korean Gangnam district is considered high class, Psy likens it to a Beverly Hills lifestyle. Keeping with that theme, the video shows him dressed in fancy suits and dark glasses. He appears to be saying, in effect, "I'm a cool daddy," or "this brother is cool," or "this papi is trendy like the guys in Gangnam." He's basically making fun of people who try to impress others by claiming they are from the Gangnam district. In the video, Psy is playing the role of a wannabe Gangnam resident. His message to the audience is simple: stop trying to be something that you are not, and just be yourself. The music video is full of symbolism. In the song, he describes what he sees as the ideal woman. A quiet girl who knows when and how to turn it up. A woman who can dress classy and still look sexy. She knows how to enjoy the freedom of a cup of coffee. He even describes himself as a guy who one-shots his coffee before it even cools down. The reference to coffee in the song makes perfect sense when you consider that high-end coffee is a luxury drink in many Asian countries and can be seen as a sign of status. In fact, some brands of Asian coffee can cost as much as expensive wines. While the messages are somewhat subtle, Psy appears to be pointing out how ridiculous people look when trying to emulate the wealthy. In the video, he imagines he's living a lifestyle of the rich. But each time he is knocked back to reality as it was all just a dream. So it's basically a parody of the Gangnam wealthy class. For example, in the music video, he starts relaxing on the beach, soaking up the good life. But as the camera peels back, he's really at a children's playground. In another scene, Psy is in a parking garage as a man wearing a yellow suit steps out of a red Mercedes-Benz. The man challenges Psy to a dancing contest. The scene then changes from wealth to a normal life as we now see Psy on a subway train. So in reality, he is simply dancing in a train station. At one point he is seen dancing in front of a group of horse-riding polo players. Suddenly he's posing on a fake horse on a carousel. We see him dancing with beautiful young women on a tennis court. Suddenly, he's on a tour bus, partying with a group of seniors. In one scene he comes up from a pool in a spa. Psy told Rolling Stone in an interview that he got the idea from Lady Gaga's Poker Face video, where she emerges from a pool. During a close-up, he breaks into a serious rap. Seconds later, the camera pulls back to show that he is only on the toilet in a tiny bathroom stall. The message seems to be that things aren't always what they appear to be. At the end of the video, he walks away from the fake lifestyle as the background explodes. It's likely that most people outside of Korea had no idea what Psy was rapping about. So what made this song so popular? The Huffington Post pointed to the song's strongly addictive beats. That beat, combined with the invisible horse trot seen in the video, made this a fun song that was well suited for group dances. The horse trot dance is simply when you pretend to ride a horse while swinging the reins as you gallop. It's a feat even non-dancers can perform with ease. The dance has become Psy's trademark. He even made an appearance at a Monday night baseball game between the Dodgers and Giants back in 2012. As the DJ played Gangnam Style, he was seen doing his now famous horse trot on the dance cam. The entire crowd at Dodgers Stadium eagerly joined in the spontaneous dance. With his popular rap song, Gangnam Style, Psy has done something very special. Many in the music industry believed that to make it in the business, you had to have the same cookie-cutter image commonly seen in pop music. In contrast, Psy simply came with his own Korean style that was both fun and entertaining. So it isn't always about a well-polished studio-created act. In the end, especially when it comes to comical novelty songs like Gangnam Style, people just want to have fun. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button and share the link with your friends. And be sure to subscribe to this channel for updates.